Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Saturday morning. We're going to run out the abstract here and get streaming on abstract. Bear with me just 1 second. Here we go. Give me just 1 second. We got a lot of great things to talk about today. Thank you for being here. We're going to wait for a few more people to show up and all right, here we go. We are live on Abstract. So now we're live on Abstract, LinkedIn. What other platforms? We are on YouTube. We're on X. Thank you for being here, guys. Thanks for being part of the Ron's Basement, Unicorn Fart Desk community. I appreciate you. We got a lot to talk about, a big contest that's going to start Monday, but we're also going to dive into this situation that a lot of people are talking about with a whale that may or may not be moving some UFD tokens around. I'll give you my read on that and actually give you the read of what I think is one of the most balanced, insightful pieces of analysis on that as well. But let's start by talking about a big contest coming up Monday. Hey, Dusters, I almost forgot. Horns up. You guys are showing unbelievable strength and resilience in what is a very challenging market. You know what? Later on in this live stream, we're going to talk about some data that came out that relates to what's going on in the entire market, and I think gives us a good clue as to just how strong we are in the face of these massive, massive challenges. But let's talk about hold on here, the contest first, and let's get this shared and head out here. This comes from our friend Emma Bear. Make sure we got you guys on the right screen, which we do. Okay, so Emma Bear is putting together a super fun contest 2 days away. Monday is going to be the @Roaring Kitty Million Post Monday. Okay, what is it? It's our next UFD meme contest. Be sure to tag your favorite content creators and UFD influencers here to make sure they know about it. So spread the word. You can go to Emma Bear's profile, pull up this post, spread the word, because we are going to have a massive contest on Monday. We're going to get in touch with the Roaring Kitty. Why? Because Keith Gill, excuse me, AKA the Roaring Kitty, believed in something. And because UFD and GameStop both embody great grassroots movements for the little guy, for retail investors like you and me. Excuse me. Because this is our chance to defy the rigged financial system, KOLs and ruggers, to showcase our collective action can be a force for good. Here's the, so it's a meme contest. Here's right now, the prizes stand at 5,000, 3,000, and 1,000 beans. If you're a whale and you would like to help increase the prize funds, please do so. And there she has the contest rules. And there's a meme that she put together, Roaring Kitty Million Post Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think the idea here, and I did put out, I retweeted this also this morning, and I officially invited Roaring Kitty onto the live stream. I guess I'd wear one of those red headbands. I don't know what you think about that, but I did officially invite him onto the stream. You know, it's funny because Susie and I were watching that movie. It came out, I don't know, well, we watched it about 6 months ago, and they showed him before his live streams running down the basement, putting his shirt on. I was like, wow, that looks a lot like me. So anyway, we're aligned with that. Remember the GameStop movement? I know a lot of you were involved in that, the shorting, it was on, I think it was Wall Street Bets. We are this grassroots movement, and it'd be super, super exciting, right? If we could get him to come on to a live stream. What do you say, Dusters? What do you say? Now, let's go on to this next piece of data, because what you guys are doing, this one blew me away. What does it mean when we say we're 1 in a million? Okay, right. And let me switch. Did I go? Oh, you know what? First, let me say this. Emma sent a really nice message. I don't know that Susie's actually read it yet, but a super nice message to Susie and I about our commitment and dedication to UFD. And, you know, I just want to say I appreciate that. It was touching. And, yeah, it can be difficult at times, no doubt about it. in the support, in the people. I'll just say, Emma, I needed a little pick me up when you sent that message to us, and it did the work. And what makes us so special? Let's get back on track here. Kyle Chassie put this out yesterday. Only 4 tokens on Pump Fund hit 100 million market cap. Okay, 8.7 million meme coins have been launched since January. Okay, 8.7. We're not even through March yet. Okay, and there's been 8.7 million meme coins launched. Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what that means, guys? And then there's the list here. We'll go back to his list here real quick. He's got a list. I don't know if you guys will be able to zoom in on this or not. Here it is. Okay, right now there's 4 coins with over 100 million market cap, okay, that were launched in the last 3 months on Pump Fund. Wood, who I've never heard of, Fartcoin, Act, and Peanut. All right, now we know we've been above 100 million. We know because we believe. I don't have a crystal ball. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I'm saying. I'm not a financial advisor, but we know we've been well above. We got the 400 million, right? Right now, we're sitting around, we'll go look here in a little bit, let's say 38 million, 37 million. But guys, there's been 8.7 million coins created on Pump Fund since January 1st. That means by the end of March, in 3 months, there's going to be well over 9 million coins that were created. Don't forget how special we are. Don't forget, as we're going through this challenge, right? And have we been through any challenges before? Huh? Almost called you buttercups. Dusters, horns up. We're in Duster Club. Yeah, we've been through challenges. Absolutely. Will we make it through this challenge? Will we make it through other challenges that are presented to us? Absolutely, because we don't quit. We have grit. Wow, that's a new one. Hey, write that down, will you? We don't quit. We've got grit, right? Each and every single day. And we're so unique, so special. Think about, and this is the next thing. Oh, I get my notes. Hold on here. Still dealing with some family obligations, so my notes and everything are a little bit different. How special and unique of a situation we are. It is true. Okay, look at this. Dietrich put this up this morning, and then it really got me thinking. Does this get you thinking the same thing? Okay, we're 3 months old. No paid ads. What you've accomplished. Forgot. Susie can't be watching right now to yell at me. No paid ads. Okay. Hold on here. We got it up. We're in good shape, Dusters. No paid ads. No insiders. UFD, right? We didn't pay in any way, shape, or form for advertising, for influencers, for anything like that. We didn't have any insiders. We didn't have any big pumpers going on. Okay, look, right? Remember the documentary crew? No, I don't have an update on the documentary. I'll do my best. I can't control kind of their editing process. They present it to streamers, all that. You guys ask about that from time to time. So I do not have an update. I know that they're working on things and then maybe still doing some other filming. It's a long-term process. But anyway, nonetheless, there's the picture when the documentary crew was here. There's a front page article in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, right? There's our 2 sponsors, Ledger. Thank you, Ledger. MoonPay. Thank you, MoonPay. Okay, and I don't even know what. Oh, that's the Battle Royale. Remember the Ledger Battle Royale where we went up against 8 of the other top? So think about what you have accomplished. It's a huge deal. It's a big deal. We aren't going anywhere. We got grit. We got determination, right? We have community, right? And we're going to talk about what's going on. We'll talk about it right now. Okay, and I'm not an expert in this area, but a lot of people who are much more educated in this area and much more knowledgeable in this area have been looking into this fact that apparently, I'll just tell you how I understand it. Again, consider the source. Consider the source. However, there's this idea that there actually may have been a big whale in UFD who then subsequently split up his position into a bunch of different wallets, and that possibly some of those wallets are selling right now. Hey, that's fine, right? We can deal with anything. We will deal with anything. Guys, we've dealt with way worse situations than that. And on the positive side of that, what that could be doing is increasing the distribution of UFD to more and more and more dusters, more diamond hooves who are joining us, okay? I called it a whale attack. We love our whales. We want them to stay. We love our narwhals, no doubt about it. But definitely the price action in UFD has been very, very strange, right? You know that, right? A lot of speculation. Nobody knows for sure what's going on with this. But again, we can survive anything. Do I need to remind you of one critical fact? Think about our symbol. What's our symbol? UFD. Okay. But remember, right? What are the three letters in FUD? F-U-D. You take UFD and switch the F and the U, and you get FUD. We were born in FUD. I sat down here and told you the day that I launched UFD, I said, don't buy it. It's unicorn fart dust. Right? You know what happened afterwards, thanks to you. Thanks a lot, everybody, right? I mean, this journey that we're on together, but we were born in FUD. How can we not survive FUD? We were born in FUD. It's like a snowman. What's a snowman made out of? Snow. Do you think a snowman's afraid of snow? No. It's his best friend. But I want to read you what I think is an excellent piece of analysis. And there's a lot of them out there. A lot of people, I think Stacks, a lot of people are working and trying to understand what's going on right now with this whale. Whale? We want that whale to be a narwhal. Anyway, this came from the space cat, the space kitty. All right? Okay, hold on. Let's read this. UFD has been touted as being bundle free, although this has been misguided. Okay, because we always looked and thought, oh, nobody owns a big amount, nobody owns a big amount. Regardless, it's not the same. It's not some final nail in the coffin. Not, okay? There's about 5 pages left of equal wallets holding 0.06% of the supply, equating to about 3% now, okay? There's some more beyond this, but nothing I see as a true worry moving forward. The feeding wallet plus the bundle wallets, or any other party for that matter, unloading in full is no match for the strength and resilience of the UFD community. Yes, he's talking to you right there. I clearly disagree with others. Although more downward pressure is expected, this is not an existential crisis or a worry at all from my experience. In my opinion, people are greatly overestimating the sell pressure and underestimating one of the strongest communities I've seen. Okay? People are greatly overestimating the sell pressure and underestimating one of the strongest communities I've seen. Likely events. The community will continue to absorb the selling pressure, and eventually the coordinated selling will end without issue. Yeah, right. Like this can't go on forever, right? Remember, we have a finite supply of beans. The selling ends, and it inevitably induces an aggressive ascension upwards, similar to a beach ball being held underwater. We like that scenario. Liquidity claims are not a worry either and become increasingly less so as more centralized exchanges list UFD. I've been watching these specific holdings be sold off, and it will only result in healthier distribution, right? So, you know, if there's one guy that in aggregate owns a big chunk and he's been selling some off, it's going to result in more people, more dusters, more diamond hooves. Coming from a big supporter holder who's seen projects with much smaller communities go through way worse and prosper. Long live the dusters. Okay, so I think that was a pretty balanced synopsis of what is going on right now in this regard. Okay. And for the record, I've never sold a bean and I have no immediate plans to sell any beans. I think March 26th, which is just here in a few days, was like I committed on Christmas to not sell anything for 3 months. I just want to be real clear with everybody. I have no immediate plans to sell any beans. And if I ever do decide to sell a small amount, if I ever do, I will be 100% transparent with you and tell you about it beforehand, okay? You know what happened with the hack a few months ago, but that's a different situation. If I ever, again, want to sell a tiny amount, whatever, small amount in the future, and I have no immediate plans to do that, I will tell you about it beforehand. 100% transparency. I hadn't really talked about that with you lately, so I wanted to share that information with you. What else is going on? We're going to get the duster of the day. Grocery stores sell beans. We don't. And we get it. Grit. What did I say earlier? Maybe Susie remembers. We get it. We got grit. Anyway, well, let's move on. Let's talk about Solana in general, because there's some interesting news out on Solana. And here we go. A couple big news stories about Solana. Solana futures ETF to grow institutional adoption despite limited inflows. So there was a big news story. What the heck is going on here? I don't want that. Out of Bloomberg on this. Okay, the crypto industry is set to debut the first Solana futures ETF, a significant development that may pave the way for the first Solana spot ETF as the next logical step for crypto-based trading products, according to industry watchers. And then take a look at this next one. This came from SolanaNews.sol. Breaking Fidelity, which manages almost $5 trillion in assets. And just so you remember, a trillion is a million times a million. 1 million times 1 million. A million times 1 million is 1 trillion. Wow. 4.9 trillion in assets. So Fidelity has filed to start a Solana fund also. I don't think there's more info. Yeah, there's the Solana people. So very interesting. Let's talk about what's going on in the general economy and why we're feeling the way we are right now. It's called sentiment, guys, and why crypto, why everything has been in trouble. This comes from the Kobisi letter. They come out with some unbelievable information. The market feels broken. Okay, this morning, the S&P futures erased $600 billion of market cap without any major headlines. That's the S&P 500, like the stalwart benchmark. Okay, these sudden flash crashes, and don't worry, they talk about crypto here, are being seen in all risky asset classes. What is happening? Let us explain. All right, look at that. That was the S&P 500 futures. Remember, guys, that you talk about liquidity. That's the king of everything right there. Flash crash, okay? There was only one major headline, and basically that was about the Swiss National Bank. That really wasn't the reason. The trends of markets flash crashing is spreading beyond just equities. We've seen multiple flash crashes in crypto over the last 2 months. Yeah, we can relate to that, right, guys? On February 25th, crypto markets erased $300 billion in 24 hours without a single major bearish headline. This is a similar theme, okay? So we're seeing the same thing in crypto. Then they talk about Ethereum. Furthermore, on February 2nd, we saw Ethereum fall almost 40% in 60 hours as trade war headlines ramped up. However, most of the trade war headlines were already priced in. So why is this happening? Why are these like unexplained flash crashes happening? And they sum it up right here. Much of this comes down to sentiment and emotion. In recent months, we've seen consumer confidence plummet and recession fears skyrocket. This seems to have come with a decline in investor confidence as well. Investors are worried to take on more risk in this market, and unicorn fart dust is a risk asset. Here, look at this. This is the just look at this chart. Okay. Record high share of consumers think business conditions are worsening. Record. This goes back to the 1980s. Oh my gosh. Are you seeing this, guys? So this explains what we and UFD are fighting against, right? People are like battening down the hatches. This is the highest over here. Let me quickly draw this for you in red. Look at that. That's the highest it's ever been. And this goes all the way back to the 80s. I mean, really, really scary. I didn't realize it was that bad. The Kobisi letter also says Okay, here. All data shows that bearish levels in this market are now at almost 60%, 58.1%. This marks 4 straight weeks with bearish sentiment above 55%. Heading into 2025, bearish sentiment was below 30% for months. The sudden shift in investor sentiment, excuse me, has been catastrophic for stocks. Yeah, and here we go again, right? Look at that. That's the bearish sentiment. So, guys, that is what we are. I don't think there's any more good info here. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's what we're dealing with. That's what, as a risk asset, right? UFD, a finite risk asset, that is what we are dealing with. Let's do Duster of the Day, right? Everybody is contributing. We've got 1,000 of you here live on a Saturday morning. Thank you for being here. Let's make it a Stampede Saturday. Who can come up? I'm going to put it on you, community. Who can come up with the best idea for Stampede Saturday? Put it out there on the timeline. Let's see which one takes off. You don't have to run it by me. Whatever idea you have for a Stampede, who do we want to target? What do we want to say? Is there a new good attracts good or baby Bitcoin type hashtag? I don't know. It's up to you, but it's Stampede Saturday. You're here. It's a big deal, but we do have a Duster of the Day, someone who has been going above and beyond and who was nominated by their fellow Duster, and that is Mr. Koss, K-O-S-S, Koss, right? I love that. I always love that. Look at that dust going across the line. Koss has been around for a while. I've noticed him over and over, doing a great job, helping, doing a lot of reposting, spreading dust, right? Look at that. That's Nate. He reposted this from Nate, this artwork. Unbelievable. That's a ledger belt she's wearing. Interesting. Here's the party last night. I had to miss it. I've had some big family obligations, but I understand the DJ party was great last night. 3,000 people last I looked. Was how many were there? Here's a post. Here, I like this one. For everyone worried about, shoot. Sorry, Koss. Hold on here. I did it. You knew it was going to happen, guys. I apologize. Let's get back. Let's go back up to the top real quickly. There's the DJ show. There's the art. There's some more reposts. Okay, there you go. There's Koss. I love that with the dust coming across the line. So we'll see what Koss said. For everyone worried about the whales and holders, know this, even Bitcoin has a large holder or multiple wallets that are presumed dead. Satoshi, the pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin, is estimated to hold between almost 1.1 million Bitcoin. This range comes from the analysis. So anyway, Koss is coming up with some great stuff, great information. Let's read what he had to say to you, the community. He said, hey, Ron and Susie, grateful for the honor of being Duster of the Day. Thank you, especially with so many deserving Dusters out there. Look at that. He's deflecting it all upon you. I spent 2 years in crypto, fueled by a passion for decentralization and empowering people to control their lives. That's us, decentralization, right? That's what we are. We are like the most democratized, decentralized crypto on the face of the planet, except for maybe Bitcoin. But we'll leave that for another live stream. To me, it's more than tech or money. It's a movement for freedom where individuals can create and thrive without gatekeepers. At the core of it all, I believe in being honest and staying true to yourself. Honesty, integrity, and prosperity. HIP, right? Keystones. Good attracts good. In a space that can sometimes feel chaotic or overhyped, authenticity is what keeps you grounded, whether it's building something new or navigating the ups and downs of this wild world. Being real is the only way to go. It's how you connect, grow, and make a lasting impact. I believe Unicorn Fart Dust embodies all of the above. Koss, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for what you said to the community, about the community, right? Thank you for talking about our authenticity. We're wholesome. I always think of, I don't know, wholesome. But we are wholesome, right? We have humility, we have grit, right? We have it all, and we have this all in the most democratized, decentralized platform, possibly in the history of crypto, okay? I'm sorry. I believe that, All right. So thank you, Koss. You're doing a great deal. You are the duster of the day. Everybody join me here. Let's fit his golden horn onto Koss. Boom. There you go. And why is it a big deal that we're decentralized? Why is it a big deal that you're empowered? Right? Why is it a big deal that we're honest and we have integrity? Right? It's because it empowers you. It empowers the entire community. Now, don't get me wrong, buttercups and dusters and diamond hood dusters. We are going to have disagreements. Absolutely. That's normal. It's like we're going to have two things as we get bigger and better. We're going to have disagreements, okay? And we're going to have people that don't like us. That's part of being successful. That's part of growing bigger as a community. Okay, when it comes to disagreements, at the end of the day, we will work things out, right? It's impossible for us not to disagree on things. And what will happen is the best solutions, the best answers will emerge victorious. And if somebody, look, it happens to me all the time. If Susie was around here, she could tell you how often I'm wrong about things. I've had disagreements myself with things about UFD where I was wrong. So it's going to happen. It's okay. Okay. It's part of being successful. The other thing is that we're going to get criticized. The higher up the mountain, the harder the wind blows. That's a reality, right? My old sponsor, Pembex, one of the guys that owns it, said that once. Ronnie said, the higher up the mountain, the harder the wind blows. So we're going to have, it's normal for us. It's good. It's healthy. It helps us work through things. At the end of the day, we're all on the same team. We're all part of the same community, and we're going to come to the best solutions. Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. And look, the other thing, and I'll wrap up with this, but the fact that we'll have people that will FUD us, that will look, we're doing something really unique, something really special. Okay. Right. So the people that want to say, whatever they want to say about UFD, and they've been saying that, let me tell you this, from week one. I had people telling me, you're not going to last more than a week. If you don't do this, you're not going to last more than 2 weeks. And you need to, look, the people are going to look at us. And I say this with the most humility, because I'm just one of you. I'm nothing special. I'm part of this community, just like you are. People are going to look at us with sometimes a little bit of envy. And some people just like to poke fun at things. So anyway, I don't know why I went down that road, but guys, keep up the great work. Keep up. The overriding arc of this community is positivity. Is good attracts good. And it's working every day. It's working every month. It's working on a regular basis, and day by day by day, we're getting, the community evolves. That's what we are, right? We evolve, but we share the same beliefs, and we're getting more and more people who are joining us. I hope you feel like, I was really inspired this morning, and I needed it when I saw some just community-oriented posts, because the situation that we're in right now, and I appreciate everyone. There's some very smart people that are looking into what's going on with the whale, narwhal, the different sub-wallets, all that great stuff. That you don't want me dealing with that, okay? But just the overarching support, guys, we are fine. We are good. We are solid, right? And we will continue to be solid, right? As we continue to be good attracts good. Keep your horns up. Have a great day. All right. And I will see you soon. Thank you.